What's going on, everybody, and welcome to JV Survival. My name is John, and
I'm Vinny.
This is my buddy Vinny here. And so yeah, we're some amateur survivalists. We're not in the military, haven't been in the military, we're not special forces, although if you asked probably our significant others, they probably question. But yeah, so anyway, one of the things we want to talk to you guys about today is everyday carry. It's something that, I think, in today's climate, and you look around, there's a lot of things happening, whether it be, very tragic mass shooting, or just, with all these recent storms and power outages. I think it's a pretty good thing to keep a few different tools on you. So some of the things that we usually keep on us, I guess we'll just kind of run through them and show you guys, give you guys our opinion. So I guess we'll take it.
Okay, yeah, so usually I only carry a couple things myself personally. Just a simple knife, something that you can have either for defense or if you needed to use it for survival purposes, you can, for making a spear or whatever. Just a simple knife. And myself, I keep a nice compact firearm. Of course, for all you YouTubers out there, it is unloaded at this time. But something compact, something that won't stand out, but can help you in a little bit. Again, know your laws in your own state for magazine carry and whatnot. But I just carry, like I said, a simple knife, a simple pistol, and that's pretty much it. I know he delves in a little further.
Yeah.
He's a former EMT and whatever else, so.
Yeah, I think I think that's definitely a good start. I always recommend, regardless of where you guys are, either in an urban environment or a more suburban area, or you could say a more rural area, having something as simple as, like I say, a knife or a blade definitely can come in handy in pretty much most situations. Use it to cut seatbelts, use it to you cut whatever you need, or again in those self-defense situations, definitely lend themselves useful. So some of the stuff that I have on me. I always carry a knife here. This is a spring-assisted Smith & Wesson M&P. I like the Black Ops version. So it's a pretty decent knife. This one I think ran me around $30. Again, you don't even need something this good. I think even a basic one, something from Walmart here. You get this Ozark Trail. They have a lot of these things on there. If you go by their hunting camping section, you can see this thing there for maybe $3 or $4. And again, this is a basic folding knife. It'll do the same job as this one. For a tenth of the price. So again, this is a good option as well to keep around.
And to point out something, like you spend a good amount of money on a knife, you kind of, at some point you don't want to damage it, and take kind of the finish off of it. So if you get something kind of cheap like this, you're using it to damage it, kind of to do what you got to do.
Yeah, this is still in the package. Guys, I had bought a couple of these. I have a couple of them. I don't want to say they're disposable, but if something happens to it, I lose it, or like I said, it breaks or something happens. It is what it is. I can throw it away, and I have another one ready to go. And it didn't cost me an arm and a leg to have that as well. So some of the other stuff I keep though too. I know you guys are probably gonna judge me. Yes, I do actually wear this utility belt. Generally, this is kind of my winter stuff. Mainly because when you have jackets on, it's much easier to kind of conceal this. I don't have anything illegal on here, so it's really not a big deal. So basically though, some of the other stuff I do keep on me is I keep a multi-tool. Now again, this isn't a Leatherman, this isn't something fancy. This again is a Walmart special, Ozark Trail. Again, I have another one right here because they're just that inexpensive. Again, around I think $4 or $5 from Walmart. It's a great tool. It does everything I need. It's 12-in-1.
I've had mine for about 10 years now, and it still hasn't broke. So
yeah, I use this thing all the time for stupid little things. Whether it's cutting those stupid plastic tags on things, or whatever. But it works well, and it hasn't failed me. And again, it's inexpensive. I also keep on my belt here as I keep a flashlight. Now this happens to be an Olight. This is an S30R Baton 2. This is a little bit more, I would say, mid-range, maybe mid-upper range flashlight.
Love it.
It's about a 1200 lumen or 1000 lumen, something like that. It's a great flashlight. This one did run me a little bit extra. It was around $70, $75 if I remember correctly. Again, with the flashlights, you don't need anything this good. You could do something as simple as this right here. I know it's kind of a cheapo flashlight. But something like this you can get on Amazon. You can buy a bulk pack, maybe 2, 3, or 4 of these things for just a couple dollars. They work pretty well. You just need something just to give yourself a little, illuminating area. If you're working on something, you drop something, power goes out in the house. Runs on probably 1 or 2 AA batteries, something simple. You don't need something like an Olight. So
again, it goes based off your own budget. We're just showing you kind of the cheaper end of the spectrum here, just to make a very simple everyday carry, something you can carry around all the time, and don't really care if something happens to it, but you can use it if you need to.
yeah. And disclaimer, none of this stuff that we're showing you guys today, we do not have any endorsements by anybody. We're not, being paid by anybody. This is just something that we've seen, something that we actually use in our own personal lives as well. So going back to the belt though too, in this other pocket here, I do carry a small little spool of wire. Again, this is actually from the dollar store. Stuff actually works pretty well though. I mean, it's not super, doesn't have a lot of tensile strength to it though too, but it works well if you need small cordage or if you're just trying to, tie something, whatever. It works well for wherever you may need it. Could even use it, I guess, as a snare in some situations.
Again, if you go based off the snare principle there, you need a lot more spool of wire because you want to do multiple traps. But
right.
I guess, a little something is better than nothing. So again, you can shove something in your pocket, you're good to go.
Right. And in that same pocket though too, I do carry a super primal. I do carry a super primal fire starting kit. So basically, what I have is just some alcohol prep pads. As you guys can imagine, alcohol is flammable, and as well as the lighter. So if you light the alcohol pad, it will give you a little extra heat, and it helps to get things started. So again, that's just my super basic fire kit I keep on me. I don't keep, cotton balls, Vaseline, or
just gonna go down
wet fires, and that's
you can get the wet fires. They burn underwater. You can get a nice pack of those on Amazon, pretty cheap. If you want to go to a dollar store, get a pack of cotton balls, some Vaseline. The clerk might look at you a little funny, but if you soak some of the cotton balls with Vaseline and make kind of a wick out of it,
it work well.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
And you can get a ferrocerium rod, striker, whatever you want to do there. I found that those magnesium bars are kind of a hassle unless you're kind of trained in how to do those. They're a pain in the butt. But I'm probably better off just getting a striker.
Yeah, and I think we could probably do another video, I think, to kind of get more into, like I say, fire starting kit. Because there's a lot of different options, and I think, kind of going through it and showing you guys exactly, what we're talking about, I think would be more useful. So I think, we'll definitely do a little bit more about that another time. But again,
based off your own knowledge, I think lighters are the way to go. Maybe you can get some
waterproof matches.
You can even waterproof them yourself, a little wax on them, dip them in, blah blah blah.
Right.
But I think lighters are the way to go for the general everyday person, civvy that doesn't have any knowledge of whatever.
Right. Yeah. It's whatever your comfort zone is, guys. Don't go and buy a knife and a multi-tool and a flashlight and all that stuff if you're not comfortable using it or wearing it. Some of the stuff starts to get a little bit bulky. It's a little awkward to carry a little bit of it. But again, it's all about comfort. It's finding something that isn't too gaudy. I carry this knife rather than carrying this knife. This isn't a sheath, and I could carry this around, but it's a little too bulky. It doesn't really fit my needs from a daily carry aspect.
Like he says though, when it comes to winter and your big winter coats are covering up your belt, I guess if you get something with a good full tang on it, but maybe I would say one beveled edge. But other than that, if you want to go large, you can. But then again, we'll see it might cause a little stir there.
Right. And again, it depends on your area. If you're walking around in the city, you probably don't want to carry something like that. Again, if you're more, I think, maybe in our area or even in an area that's a little bit more rural, you could probably carry that and nobody would even think twice. So again, for you guys, it really depends on, depends on you. So finish up the other side of the belt really quick though too. One of the other things I usually carry is a backup knife. Now, this isn't a Leatherman case. I just had an extra case laying around. There's actually not a Leatherman in there, don't worry. This knife right here, again, if you guys haven't found the theme here, this is another dollar store knife. So yes, we are very big proprietors of the dollar store. You'd be surprised. It is a gold mine for, I would say, hidden treasures, man.
It's hidden gems, and then budget survival.
Budget survival, man. That is the way to go. Again, it's just a little spring assist. There's no what the hell do they call that?
Serration?
Yeah, there's no serrated edge on this. It is just a straight blade. And again, it's just very basic, very cheap, inexpensive knife. But it's always good to have a backup. Redundancy is redundancy is redundancy. So always good to have that. The last real thing I keep on here, this one here is just a key holder. It's really not anything special. Sometimes if I don't have pockets and whatever I'm wearing, most of the time I do. But if I don't, I like to have an extra key holder attached to my belt. So
keep a nice carabiner in your keys. Keep it to your belt loop.
It's also a great thing to have though too.
Good to go.
This last pouch right here is going to be just a basic medical pouch. So as Vinny did mention, I was an EMT for a while. I did work both commercial and volunteer emergency medical services as an EMT basic. No, I was not a paramedic or anything like that. But you know, it's just a habit. I think, you know, I do carry very basic medical supplies on me. So again, what's in here is just a few Band-Aids, a couple 2x2 gauze rather, a few antibacterial wipes, and a few. I think there's a few alcohol pads in here as well. So again, this is just super basic. You know, if you bump and scrape yourself or something, you know, you can kind of clean a wound. You know, take care of some business, but
don't want to get that staph infection.
Yeah, it's not a super encompassing medical thing. It's just, you know, you scrape yourself or something like that. You know, very superficial type things. You know, I wouldn't try using this as like a trauma kit, you know, or anything like that, because obviously you're gonna not have what you need. So
dollar store products.
Dollar store products. Everything in this is from the dollar store. I'm not even kidding you guys.
And it comes individually packaged too, so I wouldn't get kind of that antibiotic ointment that comes in a tube, because if you're using it on multiple people, you don't want to have the chance of transmitting anything.
Yeah, you can do some carryover and some contamination, so you want to try to avoid that.
But I'm saying dollar store basic medical right there.
So anyway, thank you guys for stopping by and checking out our channel. Again, this is going to be a JV Survival. Don't be surprised if you see some more stuff from us. And,
yeah, we'll be doing maybe some unboxing or unpacks, things like that.
Some gear reviews
survival tips, techniques.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just daily talk, things like that. Basic stuff.
Awesome. Well, guys, thanks again for checking us out. If you don't mind, hit that subscribe button on the way out and check us out for more. So don't forget, give us a good thumbs up as well. Let us know how we're doing with the content, and add any recommendations. Leave us a comment down below, and we will see you guys next time.
Take it easy.